Hey guys, what's up? Just coming at you with a really quick, really cheap tool idea. Now, I know a lot of people had gone out and gotten themselves the Icon meme tool. I had ended up picking it up on a sale at some point whenever I was going in and getting other stuff. And a lot of people also went out and got the upgraded meme tool and were pretty solidly disappointed. I'm I got this one again at one of the 40% off, so it was a decent enough buy at that price. Figured I'd check it out, and I ended up just keeping this one at my kind of home catch-all kit. It does all right. Just another thing that you keep in the drawer and bust out every once in a while, and sure going to take a long time to make it worth the money. This, on the other hand, I love this one. I have had it in my work pack. I work doing basically land management with various federal and state agencies. Spend a lot of time on a boat and with a chainsaw out in the middle of the woods, but I run into a lot of different stuff. So I try and keep a minimal toolkit on me, and I want to try and keep that as light as possible because it's on your back. This weighs, God, I wish I brought a scale out. This weighs significantly more than this, and frankly, I find it to be a little bit less useful. So while I've had this one around, this has been my main thing in my backpack. And the one thing that this has, that this doesn't, is a set of sockets. Now, this basically just has a repackaged Icon 1/4" drive set. They're good sockets. I think they're kind of a pain to read. They're really not that nice. I like the Quinn sockets that I got in the master sets a lot more, but I digress. Now, with the kind of pass-through style ratchet that comes in this one, it does include a 1/4" adapter, but when you put that on there with the socket, it's actually even longer than just the regular little ratchet that's 1/4" drive that comes with this one. So it's not particularly low profile. Also, that would require you to carry a whole extra set of sockets. So, minus the handle and a few of these extensions, it's going to weigh the same as this kit. And I was kind of thinking, there's got to be a better way to do that. And that's what made me end up thinking of these little nut drivers. Now, I picked this set up. It's not a complete set. That is one thing that kind of bugs me an awful lot whenever I am buying tools. I have this tendency to want to get the most complete set possible, and it just bugs me to no end if there's skips or anything else. But for this one, I ended up going with what was just going to be the most common sizes that I was going to run in, because I'm going to have to carry this, and it's going to spend a lot more time in a backpack that I have to carry around than it is just sitting in a toolbox. The other thing that made me go with this one was the fact that this whole set was $3 with Prime. So what would probably be next day or 2 day in most places. It takes me about a week just because I live in the middle of nowhere and that's how the postal system works. But yeah, $3. 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 1/4, 5/16, 3/8, 7/16, ½ inch. Pretty much everything you're going to run into. I don't do electrical work. It's really hard to do electrical work in islands that don't have electricity. So I don't worry with the 32nd inch sizes really hardly any. And while it would be nice to have a 13 or even a 14 for either steel or Kubota equipment, it's not really worth it. If I'm getting to a 14 mil, I should be on a project where I know I'm going to need wrenches or a socket set, and I should have that with me. This is all just backup or stuff that I run into without thinking of it. You can even see how rusty some of these bits are, just because it lives in a backpack, it gets rained on. I don't worry about it too much. So I had looked at carrying that socket set around, but between the fact that it's not particularly low profile and you can get stubbier sockets and 1/4" drive, but you're looking at about 30 bucks a piece for either gear wrench or the Astro Nano sockets. You're looking at like 60 bucks if you need metric and standard just to carry around in your backpack, and they weigh more. And I don't think that really does service to the design of the bit driver concept. So if you're looking to carry around a really small, compact set of sockets to go with your Icon meme tool, I highly recommend getting a cheap set of these nut drivers. Now, they come ready for the quick change. I didn't even really mess with them too much. I just hacked them off with a grinder. Didn't polish them, didn't bevel them, anything like that. But you'll see they are significantly shorter, and they really are low profile at that point. If you look at the length difference there, if you want to keep the quick connect for some reason, say you're usually carrying an impact with you as well, by all means, it's really not any longer than the other kit is with a standard shallow socket. But for my money, I decided to spend $3 instead of $60 on a little cheapy bit driver set and hack them down. And now, for fractions of the weight that either this set or carrying an extra set of sockets are, I now have significantly more fastener driving capabilities with me at all times. So if you're looking to do something where you want to be able to add driving hex with these, I would seriously look at just getting the bit driver set and hacking it down. I don't think you got to spend the money on a whole socket set specifically for that one, and it really kind of defeats the purpose because you're not saving that much space. It's not that low profile. But these, bear with me as I'm doing this all one-handed, are significantly stubbier. It's not going to replace a wrench set, but for a one size does all for pretty much all your bolt heads and shallow nuts, it's going to just give you a whole lot more versatility for $3. I mean, you can't beat that. So I've somehow managed to talk 8 minutes on something as simple as putting nut drivers into a little meme tool, but hope you guys liked it. Like, subscribe, do what you got to do. I'll see you on the next one.